Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys know that I love these containers from Dollar Tree for a bathroom organization. I have one in my bathroom now with a gold lid that I use for all of my lipsticks. They're just the perfect size for a bathroom. So I picked up 3 of them. I started by spraying the lids with 2 coats of a flat black spray paint. Now lately I've been loving a product called Rub and Buff, so I decided which one I wanted to use. I'm gonna use a foam brush to put that around the handle just to make that handle stick out a bit. So I added some cotton balls. I also had some bath salts. I think these would be great sitting out in your bathroom on a shelf or your vanity. One of my favorite items I was so excited to find were these black and white baskets. When I saw these in the organization section at Dollar Tree, I was like, okay, I'm grabbing these. I love having these kind of baskets to organize underneath my sink in the cabinets, and I just love the color of them. I wanted to personalize them a little bit, so I grabbed one of those little palettes they have at Dollar Tree, and I didn't really have the right tools for this, but I just went with it. I just started pulling the pieces of wood off, and then I used my wire cutters to cut them in half. Now, if I would have been at home, I probably would have used a saw, but you know what? I just kind of went with what I had. So I needed 3 of these little wood pieces. Next, I drilled a hole in the top of them so that I could hang them. And then I went in with the stain color Golden Oak and just stained them. I just do 1 coat with my foam brushes and immediately wipe it off with a paper towel. I let these dry completely because you don't want to add any labels on because they're not gonna stick. But while they were drying, I went into Cricut Design Space and all I did was just type out in some of my favorite font some different words like scrub, wash, hand, and I was meaning like washcloths and hand towels for those. I sent them to cut on my smart white vinyl. I just weeded them out and transferred those onto my wood pieces. I used a little bit of twine to tie them to the baskets. And then from there, I just put in washcloths, hand towels, and little loofah scrubbers. I just think these look so nice, and you would never know that they were from Dollar Tree. I love when I'm shopping at Dollar Tree and I come across something that I'm just like, that would make the perfect DIY. And that's what happened when I saw this Busy Bee canvas bag. I looked at it and I said, that would make an awesome sign. So I picked it up for just $1. I was looking around for something I could use with this sign, and I had this wood piece that I had used previously for another sign at my office, so that's what I'm gonna be using. You could also use an 11x14 frame at Dollar Tree. That would be great for this too, or you could get a canvas and put it on a canvas. So I started by cutting off the top portion of my bag so it fit right on my wood piece. Next, I had these little black nails. I think I picked them up at like a hardware store, but they're just little tiny black decorative nails. And I'm gonna nail them into all 4 of my corners. Next, I cut off the bag around the edges and it was kind of fraying a bit. So I went in with some black paint and just did a little bit of distressing around the edges. Then with the extra threads, I just used a lighter to kind of burn them off around the edges. And here's how this sign turned out. It really only cost me $1 because I already had the wood and I think it's adorable. Now, if you're looking for bathroom storage ideas at Dollar Tree, make sure you go to the glass jar section because these are some of the best things you can get to organize your bathroom. I got the largest jars that I could find. I bought them in a set of 3. Sets of 3 just look great, so I always try to buy things in sets of 3 if I can. Next, I'm going to spray paint the lids with 2 coats of a white spray paint. Then I came in with some Rub and Buff and put that around the edges. Next, I'm going to come in with some gold handles that I already had on hand. These were ones that I was using in another project that I bought on Amazon. If I can find them, I will link them for you guys in the description box. And I just used some E6000 to attach those to the top of the lids. Make sure you're using E6000 or construction style adhesive glue for this because other glues are just not going to hold these in place. And that's all there is to this. These are great for all those little items that you have out in your bathroom. Now, when I was doing the DIY with the palette earlier, I was looking at it and thinking, you know, this would make a really cool soap dish because wood items are so in right now. All I did with this little palette was I stained it with one coat of that golden oak stain, and then I wiped it off with a paper towel. And I put it out with some decorative soap. Doesn't this look cute sitting out on my vanity? You guys are gonna have to let me know if you like it. Hey guys, I'm Liz and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.